Hi, Arlo. Say good morning, buddy. Say good morning, buddy. Hey. Hey. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Well, here we are. It's Friday morning. We just got our walk done, and as you can see, I'm kind of walking around this time because I want to show you a little bit about my living space over here. And this is my favorite part right here. Check it out. That's my living room area. A year ago, it was barren, and I was using these yellow crates as tables and stuff to work with. But now look at this, a year later, and I've got it living in a very comfortable little situation here. And I've got some of my favorite books on my bookshelf. I have a personal painting right here that a buddy of mine did for me of Godzilla back in during my master's program. He's a very talented artist. I'll tag him, give him a little shout out in this video. These are my homies from undergraduate. This painting right here, it's a very special one because I painted that when I was in Italy. And if for anybody that's been to Italy, I'll let you guess where exactly that is. And just a few other knickknacks and things like that and whatnot, and some Warhammer hobby stuff, board games. And yep, there's Arlo. That's my gym area. It's my where I do some exercises, the pull-up bar that I've been working on, treadmill that I run on. And this painting over here, this painting is a Leonid Afremov painting. He's a very talented artist. And I've had this painting for years, knowing that it was going to be hung up on my wall when I had my own place. And lo and behold, there it is. And I really like how it looks and where it is. So yeah. Let me just make sure that we're recording. We are indeed. I feel so good and relaxed. Arlo, come on, up here. Hi, buddy. So yeah, I did take the tripod and the. Hey, Arlo, stop, chill out. Come on. not right on me. Come on. Yeah, I did take the tripod and the microphones to the park this morning, but it was too crowded. There's a lot of people there because it's the 4th, and so a lot of people are there already setting up like tables for barbecues, and a lot of people walking their dogs. Because I mean, that's why I went in the morning too, because in the evening it's, you know, fireworks are already going to be going off, and I know Arlo, he'll get panicked if he's outside and the fireworks are pretty close. So we'll be taking it easy this 4th of July, and he'll just be chilling in here. Watch out. We'll just be chilling in here. The door will be closed, the window will be closed, just so that way any fireworks that are going off are muffled, and Arlo will be pretty chill for the most part. So yeah, that'll be that. Arlo, come on. It's funny. He just knows that when the camera's rolling, that's when he's going to be a little bit more attentive and active. Ain't no question, because you know that's what gives viewer engagement. Oh, that's funny. But you know what? I was thinking about it today on my walk. That wake up every morning, be grateful for something. Doesn't matter how your life is looking. Doesn't matter how great, how bad things are looking. If one of the first thoughts that you have on your mind is something to be grateful for, then already you're starting your day off in a really strong position of gratitude, and you know, being in that mindset of gratefulness, I guess, that frequency. It's very easy to start finding other things to be grateful for. Like this morning, like when I woke up, the first thing I did was I'm so grateful that I was able to have a great night's rest on my comfortable bed, and that I have my own apartment, I have my own home that I could live in and make it my own space, which is what I've done. And then, you know, as we went to the park, I was grateful for us being able to do exercise together, and it was such a beautiful day outside. There was a nice cool breeze. Saw a lot of familiar faces, people that we see often when we go in the morning, and so that's always great. And you know, and I'm grateful that Arlo got to have a lot of good exercise and sunlight. We did 3 miles, which is what I try to do every day, and that's the goal, is to be able to do 3 miles every day. And you know, just everything that I do, everything that that I come across that, it's there's always a little moment to be grateful for something, whether it's, the running water, the air conditioner. Good boy, Babush. Good boy, good boy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Arlo's kisses. I'm always grateful for his kisses. Good boy. Because he's a good boy. And I love him very much. Good boy. And, that just helps so much in moving forward and not letting yourself get caught in ruminations, get caught in downward spiral, negative thoughts, because it's so easy to. It's so easy to let one bad thought plant a seed and grow into a terrible tree. And it's very easy to get caught in that cycle. And there are emotions involved in that. Our body releases chemicals. I don't know all the science behind it, but I've read stuff and I've listened to stuff enough to convince me that just being more positive, being more grateful makes a big difference. And it really does, because I've never been this consistently productive and this consistently disciplined with my life for this long duration before. And I am just so much more alert to when my emotions are firing, especially when it comes to like emotional eating. Because I've talked a little bit about it before, but I used to just be so prone to letting myself give into emotional eating, where it's like, oh, if you're feeling stressed, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling upset about something, eat something. That'll help you feel better. And it did, but it also contributed to just keeping more weight on. Whereas now, it's like when something stresses me out or makes me feel anxious, I just take a few deep breaths and I tell myself, hey, old me would have been anxious and stressed about this and resorted to emotional eating or some other reckless behavior just to get the edge off, just to feel validated, or just to feel like, okay, I can think now, when all it did was just push away my problems. Now, how I handle things is much different. It's like, if I see something that like causes me anxious or stress, or recognize something, I just tell myself, hey, all right, let's handle it. Let's get it taken care of, because you will be much better off moving past this and getting over it. And it's funny because like it's little things. Like I remember sometimes like I would delay making phone calls, like whether it was to like I don't know, like something work related, or like something like a doctor's appointment related, or just anything that's like, oh, I'm kind of dreading it, I don't really want to do it, but I know I have to. Well, guess what? The more time that you spend telling yourself that you're dreading it, you don't want to, you're going to spend more time doing exactly that. Whereas now it's like, okay, if I need to make a phone call, let's do it now. Let's get it over with. And I do it. And it's great. It's amazing. It's much easier to move through life that way. And getting the hard things done makes everything else become easier. Good boy, Arlo. So, yeah, that's I guess that's what's kind of been on my mind lately. And just going back to gratefulness is, I'm going to put a picture up, by the way, just a little bit before and after of how this apartment looked when I first moved in, and then just how it looks now, because it's humbling. I was looking at them yesterday, because the lights that you may have noticed above my two paintings, I really like them. They're very subtle, they're wireless, they're battery powered, and they have a remote that uses AAA batteries, so I like that kind of efficiency, where it's just using, like battery lights, electricity, or battery lights instead of having to use electricity, because it also does help out with lowering the utility bill. But it also just adds in a little bit more of a cool, warm tone that I like for my place. There's a few more things that I want to add in here to just make it feel a little bit more like home. But little by little, it's very functional at the moment, and I'm very proud of it. And I've mentioned it already. I've reviewed my lease already here, so obviously I don't want to get everything too cluttered with too much furniture and things like that, because it's just going to make moving even more difficult when I do it. But that's going to be a future me problem. Again, that's something that would have caused me stress and anxiety, but it's like there's no point letting yourself feel stressed about it right now, because you have 12 months between now and then. And I've already been able to change so much in my life in these last 12 months that I can't wait to see how it's going to look 12 months from now, especially this YouTube channel. I'm having fun with it, and I've got a camping trip already planned later this month that I can't wait to just go and make some more videos on. It's warm, but I mean, when you just do it overnight and you get there later in the evening, not too late though when it's already dark, but like later in the afternoon, set up camp, make some food, chill out, relax, enjoy the following day, the morning, hanging out, whatever. Like that's just so refreshing and relaxing. I love it. And I know Arlo loves it too. He loves going camping. We both do. That's why he's my little adventure buddy. And he's just chewing on his paw. Arlo, you're fine. And so that's really it that I have to share today. I'll keep you updated with just how things come along in my life, and this whole video YouTube series is me documenting my journey and how I'm changing my life, and being grateful every morning is an incredibly powerful way to be able to move forward and find other things to be grateful for, because that stacks up, that adds up over time, and the more grateful you are, just the less things bother you. You know what I mean? And the less things bother you, the more control you have over your life. So maybe that's how they tie in together for me. Being grateful every day helps me keep control of myself, which allows me to be in control of my life. So that's really it that I have to share today. It's not going to be a long video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for next week. Bye-bye.